Good afternoon, it's Valerie here after being confined to bed rest. Caught myself a little cold, nothing to be worried of. I've pretty much bounced back after 2 days, stayed at home, did what needed to be done, and went to town on resting up and being completely grateful for a fantastic team at the Center for Effective Living who effectively haven't seen me for 2 weeks. Not because I've been sick all of that time, but last week was heavy on workshops and training and things like that I was out of the office. And then this week decided to work from home largely as I got my head around my own cold. And what to do about COVID-19 and went into a bit of a shutdown for myself to give some time to think about that for the practice. So good news, here I am. You didn't see me or hear from me in the last 2 days on video because I was just not up to it. And that's the thing. That is okay. Who's giving you permission to do that, I wonder, in your world? Where are you getting the signals for yourself that if you're not feeling well, you're not feeling resourced, you're not feeling okay, that you can take some time off? A rapid reset starts on Monday, and for the people that have signed up, I'm really looking forward to being with you for a week. I completely know what we're doing. I'm going to be walking you through a burnout prevention scheme around the 6 R's, which I use myself, implementing it every day so that your body and your mind is convinced that you know what you're doing and that you've got some things to go to. So I was asked by one of my coaching clients this week, where do I go in times when I'm feeling a little off, when I'm not feeling quite myself? And I'm not burning out, but you're kind of feeling a bit vulnerable to the dynamics. And immediately I said, it's the 6 R's. You go to the 6 R's because what's happening there is, by and large, you probably can float what you're feeling. But what's difficult is giving yourself either the permission to float it or to actually know which part, what are we floating? Is it thoughts? Is it the rest stuff? Is it the connection stuff? Is it the meaning stuff? What is it that's been impacted? And, that's the lightning rod. Once you go through the 6 R's, then you have a full understanding of what it is and what it's about and what you need. That's the most important thing. You see, if you haven't had a chance to actually walk through that just from your own personal retreats, if personal retreats is not a habit for you, if regular reflection is not a habit for you, if you've gotten used to just pushing and burning and doing until you most of the time will be okay. Actually, we can push ourselves for a period and we won't actually know that it's impacting us. It's always the after. It's like why people feel sick after a holiday or during holiday, or why we tend to crash, the crash factor, right? So the idea is that if you haven't had a chance to do any of that, then your body and your mind actually really doesn't know what intuitively to reach for or what to ask for. And so for myself, because of the regular practice of going through the 6 R's, my body actually knows what to ask for. That might sound like a really strange thing to say, but it's got to do with conditioning, and it's got to do with becoming in sync again with your intuition, resourcing and needs. And when you've gone through it long enough and you do it regularly enough, your body actually knows what it's asking for. The 2 R's for me this week, as I've been sick, I've only been sick a couple of days, but I guess in the last 2 weeks, having a very unusual rhythm, the 2 R's for me were my reconnect and my rest. Those were my 2 R's. I haven't really had a day off. And also not been really connecting with people in a way that I find meaningful and replenishing. And knowing that, I guess there is a cue for myself to attend to know that that's what actually needed to be done. I'm very sad that I've been away from the practice for 2 weeks, and I'm looking forward to reconnecting with everybody next week. And I'm also looking forward to connecting with my 6 R folks who are going to do Rapid Reset with me tomorrow. Tomorrow? I'm so excited. I think it's tomorrow. It starts on Monday. So if you've been thinking about it, you've been sitting on the fence, and you've not done anything with me before, this is a really good start. This would be a great way to get your feet wet in burnout avoidance, thinking, philosophy, strategy. It's quite different from anything else you might be exposed to, and it's really, really affordable, really, really accessible. We start on Monday. I'll catch you there.